Mike Taylor Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor. And now, live from San Antonio, Mike Taylor.
Oh, look at that. We're going to do a little hybrid show today like we did the other night. Because I'm on the road traveling, but I have obligations to the great Orlando Kell. I got to be honest with you. If it weren't for Orlando Kell supporting this show, you think I'd be on here doing this damn post-game show about that sorry-ass Dallas Cowboys? No. All right, look. So we're going to do it. So it's a little hybrid Taylor Live presented by Texas Cheer Liquor / Cowboys Overreact presented by the law office of Orlando Kell, the official lawyer of our channel and the official sponsor of Cowboys Overreact. It is over. It is time to overreact. Although I don't think I'm overreacting. Honestly, that's a misnomer of a name. We do that for fun. I don't overreact to the Cowboys, although some of y'all may think I'm overreacting by what I'm about to say here in a minute. And this ain't going to be very long. Again, if me and Orlando weren't buddies and he weren't a sponsor of this show, my ass ain't on here talking about no Cowboys. They don't deserve it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this – I don't know that the Cowboys win a game again. I don't know if we're going to be winning a game again. I really don't. I really don't think they're – I don't know. I don't know that they will.
I don't know if I'm going to be putting on this headset again.
Well, Greg Olsen, a.k.a. Third Leg Greg, was preaching in the fourth quarter of this game here. And by the way, the Cowboys just got trashed by Buffalo 31-10. They got annihilated in every way that a football team can get annihilated. This was at least as bad, in some ways maybe even worse than the San Francisco game because the defense gave up so many yards to one guy. But back to what I was saying about Greg Olsen. Olsen was preaching not to overreact to the big loss by Dallas. They're still a contender. We live in a world where everybody has to have a blanket statement. That's just not true at all. Cowboy fans know better. Smart Cowboy fans. Thinking Cowboy fans know to suggest that here we go again with another effing meltdown. Here we go again with a quick playoff ouster. Cowboy fans know that you can count on a lot of things in this world. Sun coming up, the electrical grid failing. Just kidding. And the Cowboys sucking when it matters the most. All season long, as good as they have looked at home, as good as they have looked against the trashy teams of this league, and I would argue there are more bad teams in the NFL than ever, the Cowboys have looked great. But what have they done against the good teams? One exception, the Eagles. They demolished the Eagles last week, and the Eagles are reeling. I don't know that Channel View's Jalen Hurts is even going to play for them in Seattle. The Eagles are facing the third loss in a row. But you know what? I'll give the Cowboys credit. The Eagles are still probably going to win the division. Well, I know they are. They're going to win the division. They're going to win 11, 12 games. So I'm not going to trash the Eagles too much. That was a quality win. But it was at home. The Cowboys may not get any playoff games at home, so that may not matter. This is a team that when it goes up against the few real good teams out there, and I still think Buffalo's a good team, even though they were only 7-6 going in. The Bills are a damn good 7-16 team. I gave the Cowboys scored a bunch of points on Seattle, although the defense got gashed. The Cowboys have beaten Philly and Seattle. Those are the two good teams the Cowboys have beaten. But man, do you trust? But it's not even really about that. Even if the Cowboys had won in San Francisco, there's still that never-ending mistrust in Cowboys' girlfriend at the end of the year. And that's probably what we started to see today. I hope not, but it may be. This has another meltdown written all over it based on what we just saw. Because it's not that they lost. And I thought I picked Buffalo to win this game. I didn't pick them to win it 31-10, which, I don't even, if you want to count the 10, go ahead. Vegas will count the 10, but whatever. I thought Dallas was going to lose today. Buffalo is a desperate animal. Buffalo's a heck of a lot better than their record. Josh Allen, as mediocre as he is on the road, is sensational at home. in front of those god-awful Buffalonians or whatever they call people from Buffalo in that wasteland of a city. So I thought the Cowboys would lose today. But it is not about simply just losing. It is about how bad they got annihilated. They were terrible. They no-showed, except Dak. And Dak was hurried on. Dak didn't get to do much. I'm not going to throw Dak under the bus. He didn't do anything wrong. He threw an interception at the end, but we all made that was coming, as much pressure as he was under all day.
Dak Prescott sucks.
We got the Dallas Cowboys that we're used to seeing. So I don't want to hear from third leg Greg not to overreact, not to make blanket statements. Bullshit. Since the days of Wade Phillips, Cowboys fans we have gotten used to and acclimated to meltdowns and bullshit in December against good teams, And this is a team that may not win again. That's not an overreaction. That is not a blanket statement. As terrible as they were today, and I don't know I don't think Zach Martin's injury is catastrophic. He bruised the hell out of his quad. Obviously couldn't play in this one. Couldn't finish. I would anticipate Zach to be ready to play next week in Miami. Certainly in 2 weeks. I don't think they're as concerned with Zach Martin. But even if Zach's back next week or not, this is a team that played like dog doogie. Miami just beat somebody today 30-0. Miami is awesome at home. The Dolphins may go to the Super Bowl. They're beatable. Hell, they lost. I say they're awesome at home, but it is the NFL, and they lost last week to Tennessee at home. So they can get beat at home. But we talking about the Cowboys here, a team with no equity, a team with zero faith. Do you have faith in them? They don't have any equity. The Cowboys don't get any benefit of the doubt. Chiefs get beat in December. Hey, it's Patrick Mahomes. It's defending champs. The Chiefs have struggled a lot this year. Would you be shocked if Kansas City goes to the Super Bowl? Of course not. The Cowboys don't have that kind of equity. They don't have any because they put us, the fan base, through 15 years of this crap where they cannot get out of the divisional round. And so this looks like the beginning of another one of these typical Dallas swoons. They probably are going to lose at Miami next week. And as high on the horse as they were on themselves, doubt can creep into a football team. Even though I don't think that they're in Miami, they're not the better team. If this game were at Jerry World, okay, I think the Cowboys might have the edge, but having to go to Miami, and if the Cowboys lose next week, they may have their room may get mentally distraught. Then you got Detroit coming into Jerry World. Now, thank God it's in Dallas. But the Lions in 3 weeks, they'll be playing for a high seed. The Lions will be playing for the 2 seed in the NFC. It is conceivable that the Cowboys don't win again. The last game of the season is at Washington. They're probably going to fire Ron Rivera. They're shit, but it's still Washington. And it's on the road. And they would love nothing more than to screw the Cowboys by beating them week 17 or 18, whatever week that is. And then you got the Cowboys to go on the road in the wild card round. Depending on where they go, it is very possible here that the Cowboys don't win another game. It is possible that the Eagles win, ironically, is the last time we see them win this season. Even if they beat Washington, do you think they're going to go to Miami and win at this point? No, I don't know. I'm sure they'll open up as an underdog. Then you get Detroit at Jerry World. That's a push at best. And the way the defense is playing, hell, the Lions may score 40 on them. And even if they go to Washington and win, do you trust this thing to go on the road and win a playoff game? They won in Tampa last year in the wild card game, but they got lucky. Tampa was 8-9 and shouldn't even have been in the damn playoffs. It's not an overstatement to suggest that here we go again and trash the Cowboys. It is not a blanket statement in the least. I do not trust this football team. Here we are. And look what they did today. They were horrible. They weren't even competitive. Had they lost 21-17, I'm not saying all this. I'm probably praising them for fighting hard. we got a playoff atmosphere. You're on the road. Then the quarterback's harassed all day long. You get a major guy hurt. You get 2 dumbass penalties to give Buffalo 14 points. These are the Cowboys that let us down every damn year. None of it was on Dak today. Everybody else, though, nobody else showed up. Dak was like Victor Wembanyama in this game today. It was Dak and a bag of ding-dongs out there. Poor Wemby. Did y'all see the Spurs game? I think we got beat by 36. I think is what it wound up being. So that win the other night over the Lakers, when the Lakers didn't play 3 starters, and we found a way to beat them by 3 points. Soak in that Lakers win the other night, because God knows when the Spurs will win another game. But anyway, Dak was like Wemby out there today, the one decent guy surrounded by a bunch of dookie. Todd Archer of ESPN had this. This is so bad. That's how bad it was today. Jimmy Cook, the Bills running back, he is the first player with 200-plus scrimmage yards and 2 scrimmage touchdowns against the Cowboys in 11 years. It's been since 2012 when Alfred Morris torched the Cowboys in 2012. So that's it, man. Texas Cheer Liquor. By the way, LG, you gonna run this on? You gonna run this for Knee Jerk Monday? Might as well. All right, replay this tomorrow. So welcome. If you're looking at this on Monday, thank you. If you're watching this live, thank you. Show brought to you by Orlando Kell and in part by the official sponsor of Mike Taylor Live, Texas Cheer Liquor, 9 locations in and around San Antonio. So no matter where you live in town, there's one near you. Find them. The holidays are coming up. Christmas is here. All y'all will be going to parties, not just on Christmas, but the week after for New Year's. This is the time when people load up on their booze, and I can scarcely think of a better place to go to get that booze and get, whether it's a gift, you got a party you're going to, or whatever, you're hosting one, than Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store of Taylor. I mean that about the Cowboys, and none of y'all are, by the way, challenging. I thought some of y'all might challenge me on that. I've given Mike McCarthy a lot of flowers this year. I think McCarthy should be considered Coach of the Year, at least a candidate. But what on earth were we doing with Dak playing in that entire game today? Were they just trying to be stubborn and forced? They were just trying to get a touchdown to feel good about themselves? Would you rather leave feeling good about yourself because you competed all the way and you scored a touchdown, or would you rather, what if I gave you a scenario? Okay, cool, you leave Dak in and he blows his knee out, or you take Dak out and they don't score that junk touchdown. Come on, man, that was stupid. They risked Dak Prescott's and this career and the season. I guess Jerry won. I don't know. Did Jerry Jerry must want Dak to win the MVP. It's so Dallas that they melt down in December, don't do squat in the playoffs, but Dak win the MVP and Jerry raises a banner, because that's the Cowboys. They're a regular season team, so they might as well just leave Dak in, no matter what the score is, so he can get his MVP, which at this point, Dak should not win the MVP. I got him at second. After today, Dak clearly slipped to a distant second behind Brock Purdy. And Dak didn't do anything wrong today. His team just got their ass kicked. I think Brock Purdy should be the MVP, not Dak Prescott. So I don't know why we got him in there for the whole game. That was stupid to risk him like that. Greg's in here. Half the secondary went down, but the performance as a whole was not a playoff caliber performance. No. And I'm worried about Donovan Wilson. He got a concussion. Bunch of guys got hurt and banged around, but a lot of that was because you got your ass kicked because Buffalo showed up and smashed their ass in the mouth and hurt their players. But that sucks for the injuries going forward, and I hope none of it's long-term or lingering. But they were getting their ass whooped anyway, man. They were getting their ass whipped anyway. I am unreal. I was going to ask, how the hell is there still light in your window? Then I remembered you went to Hawaii. Yeah, I'm in Hawaii, y'all. That's why it looks like I'm in a halfway house or a drug rehab center. It's my little motel room. Pedro, that's why San Antonio needs another protein. Dallas isn't our team. I got news for you, Pedro. They are. Always have been, always will be. I know you don't always like it, but facts are facts, and that is what it is. Facing yet another meltdown. All right, LG, how many subscribers are we up to in our drive to subscribe? What do we sit?
Let me look here. We need
Say something.
65 more.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay. And by the way, sorry, I don't have the blinds are open. It's so bright and sunny here. I couldn't. Sorry about the lighting situation.
No, it's
Does it
fine.
look like I'm being held hostage in Palestine?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
um, uh, we are 65 subscribers away from 3,000, and I've let my hair grow out a little bit because I plan to get the gullet, the Mike Gundy mullet. I'm gonna have it all poofed up, straight back like that, but I'm gonna shave the side. So I'm looking forward to the mullet that I'm gonna get when we get to 3,000. LG is going to do the Marbach Miracle, aka
Yeah.
the egg, and he's been brushing his hair forward, trying to get his
Yeah.
hair.
I'm trying to get it to where there's no part, so it just hangs down.
Right? Yeah. No part, just hangs down for sure. You ought to put a little line in one of your eyebrows to complete the ensemble. That'd be fun.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
He'll grow back. All right, that's it. We're done. Thanks to Orlando Kill. If you need a lawyer for whatever reason, he's our guy. No matter what it is, although Orlando specializes in family law, they practice it all at the law office of Orlando Kell, 210-775-4995. You can email my boy, Orlando Kell. Orlando Kell. Thank you, Will Harley, with a $5 donation. OrlandoKill@gmail.com. All right. El Harley, can you give my wife Sonia a happy birthday in Buckeye, Arizona? Orale. Shout out to all Thunderdomers in Buckeye, Arizona, especially Sonia. She has to put up with her husband for listening to our show every day, and I appreciate that. It's her birthday, so happy birthday to Sonia out in Arizona. All right, so I fly home tomorrow, but not till tomorrow night late. Matter of fact, I don't leave Hawaii till 10:50 p.m. here. It's going to be. I don't leave Hawaii until 2:50 a.m. Texas time. So we won't have a show tomorrow because I'm still here. We're going to replay this Monday. So if you're watching tomorrow, hi from yesterday. Tuesday, I won't get there in time to do a show. LG, I'm sorry. So we will not be back with you until Wednesday. Maybe I can do a quick hit. I have a 4-hour layover at LAX Tuesday morning. I mean, maybe we can do a little check-in if you want.
We will have the 3 Cents podcast, though, at 1 p.m., and I'll be filling in for you.
Oh, okay, good. Very good. You're going to run it, fill in.
Yeah, I'm going to chat with the people.
Better get ready because if things hold the form, they're going to interview you about what you do in your life. That's what it's turned into lately on that show.
Oh, yeah, that'll probably happen.
Me getting interviewed by Ernie and Clinton. So we got 3 Cents Tuesday without me, and we're back on Mike Taylor Live on Wednesday, 10 a.m. live from LG Studios. It'll be a fun time. By the way, I was so pissed at the Cowboys. We were tweeting about the Spurs. Some of y'all got mad at me, but that's okay. But most of you agree. Right back to reality for the Spurs, boy. To get beat by 36 the day after the game after you ended the long streak, so they've now lost 19 of 20. It ain't like the Pelicans are a championship contender. They're only 16 and 11. They're good, but not that good. You lose by 36, and not only do you lose by 36, you give up 146 points on defense in the process. The Spurs are terrible. They remain a two-man team. It's Wemby and Devin Vassell. And frankly, nobody else on that team really deserves to be on the team long term. Maybe Jeremy Sohan.
The only positive is Sohan's no longer running point guard. Thank
right.
God.
And I'm so worried that they screwed him up mentally by trying to shoehorn him into the point guard spot, that they've wrecked his confidence because he was horrible today. I want to give Jeremy Sohan a fair shot because, again, they put him out. By the way, Pop deserves to be criticized for that failed experiment. Sohan maybe has a future with the Spurs. Vassell does. Obviously, Wemby does. And I can't think of anybody else, man. Dennis is in here. If you want to be elite, you got to win on the road. Hell, they're not even competitive on the road. It's awful. They get trucked on the road by decent teams, and that ain't no good. All right, we're going to end on that. I'm going to the beach, LG. How about that? It is early, and it's only 3 o'clock here. What is it? No, it's not. It's 2:30. Y'all want to go to the beach? We're going to the beach. All right, that's it. We're done. Love y'all hard. Thank you, LG, for doing this on a Sunday. Thank you to Orlando. Thank you to Mr. King in Texas here. Namaste. Mahalo. Aloha. We'll see you back on Wednesday on this show at 10 a.m. from back home in Texas. Going surfing later. Yeah,
come back, you puppy!
Mike Taylor Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
Dak Prescott sucks.
This is a Bronx-bound 6 local train. The next stop is